You sound sarcastic.
Yeah, I'm nervous. I don't want to in front of the camera.
Okay.
Grateful House.
Hello from the Grateful House.
How's it going?
Stacy and Joe here. Gonna tell you the origin story, aka how we met. But first, a quiz. Did we meet? A.
At a dolphin petting zoo?
B. On a co-ed soccer team. Or C. Church. The answer is
C.
Church. I was in my senior year of college, and Joe was
working as an engineer
okay
by day, and an Abercrombie I sold on the weekends.
And a model on top of that. Part-time model.
Not really.
Well, okay, whatever. It was part of what attracted me to him, so I'm putting it on the list. I was in my senior year. It was December. I was just about to go home for winter break. It was like the last hurrah before I was about to leave. There was this church that I'd been like hearing about, that my roommate had told me about.
I'm just laughing because I could tell the whole story already. She hasn't even got like a second into it. I will do the story if you want a short version.
Okay.
I was going to a church. I'd been going a couple months. She came in with two other blonde girls. I said, hey, 3 pretty blonde girls, let's go cast a net. I kind of talked to all of them. Mm-hmm. One of her friends I think actually both of her other friends had boyfriends at the time. Mm-hmm. So, no, that wasn't even anything. I went home, found her on MySpace, which was more than Facebook at the time.
Yes. Okay.
Messaged her. Mm-hmm. She liked one of the guys that was there, not me at first.
I noticed him and another guy that day. He came up and talked to me like right away, and the other girls, talked to us, the group.
Yeah, there's a group of 3 of you.
Yes.
There's only like 50 people at the church.
I thought he was cute, but I also had my eye on this other guy. Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just going to tell the story, and then you can go back and re-edit this if you want. She can make a 30-minute video out of this, if she'd like.
Okay.
She liked him first. He sort of had a girl he was seeing on the side after a while.
That doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound...
Well, it wasn't official. I'm saying he was kind of dating this girl, kind of not, wasn't really sure. Mm-hmm. So he came to me once. You like that Stacy girl? I need you to run interference because she's like messaging me too much, and the girl that I'm kind of dating is, I think, getting a little jealous and upset, so I need to run interference. So I did because I liked her. Guess what? Over time, I won her over. She wasn't very nice at first. She left me outside of a club once. She invited me to, and I went there, and then she got in the VIP room, so she just left me. And so I drove 45 minutes just to drive home. And then she was going to leave for the summer, and I basically didn't mess around. So I said, we're either going to be together, or I'm going to start dating other people.
Sounds so unromantic. Okay, that's his version. I went home for winter break, and I was like intrigued by Joe because he had his model pictures up on MySpace. I was like, oh, he's a model. And I saw that he was an aerospace engineer. I was like, oh, and he's smart and good looking. And we started messaging and found out we both enjoy working out. We worked out at the same gym. So there were things about him that were like, all right, he's a potential. Here's the thing. Joe and I are like so different, and I knew that from the start. So it took me like a while to like understand Joe. Like, if that makes sense.
She's the major extrovert. I'm a major introvert.
Except that's actually not true.
It's very true.
I'm actually an introvert. You're actually an extrovert.
Okay.
like you really like. Okay, on this kind of thing, Joe's super shy. If we're like out with people, he actually like connects with people a lot. I'm like the creative. He's the engineer. Like I love to belly laugh. I'm lucky if I can get him to like smile at one of my jokes or anything. Like we're just like so different. So it took me a while to be like, is this my dude? Is this my person? I actually remember. I remember going to a Super Bowl party with him.
Colts and Bears.
There was like a moment there that I like really found Joe attractive. Like spring break. And we spent like that whole week together. And that was like where it was like a turning point. Time for another quiz. How long after we met did we say I love you? Was it A, 6 months? B,
4 months.
C, a year and 2 months? The answer is 4 months. 4 months after we met. In April, we went on a trip together out to Florida to check out like possibly wanting to move there. Like I wanted to move there, and he came with me. I don't know. He was at least willing to. You were willing to look into it if it made sense.
No, your brother wanted to move there. That was where we went. Your brother and sister-in-law.
They wanted us to check it out because we were maybe gonna do something in their practice. You don't remember this? We looked at like places and like that's where we went.
You looked at places. Your brother was looking at places to set up a shop.
Yeah, and I was maybe gonna do some of the like you know, my degree was exercise and wellness, and I was gonna maybe work with them. He doesn't remember this, but yes.
I'm going to Florida. Maybe I just gave you the hope.
I don't know.
Like,
maybe he just wanted to go a trip to Florida, apparently. As we were going on this trip, that was the first time that Joe told me he loved me. I told him I loved him too. So we became official in May. And I guess that's the story of how we met. I mean,
the whole story could have been probably 2 minutes.
Then he proposed to me on Christmas morning of 2007. Go. Bless you. Okay.
One last thing before we go. Go tell someone something that you're grateful for. Go on, right now.